Hi everyone, my name is Sahil. I welcome you all to learn more about Linux, cloud, and DevOps on my channel. Today we will start with the basics commands on Linux, which are required for day-to-day job of DevOps or cloud engineer. So we will start with some basic commands. Talking about basics, so navigating files and directories inside Linux is a crucial thing and everyone should know about it, right? So to list anything in a current directory, you can run command called as ls. So currently this working directory is empty. To check the current working directory, you can fire the command pwr, which stands for present working directory, pwd. So our pwd is home Ubuntu here, right? There is no file here. To create any file or empty file, you can use command called as touch file1, and then you provide the name of that file. So as soon as you create that file, if you do list command again, you will be able to list that file here, right? To add the content to the file, you can use vi or vim command. So vi is an editor in Linux box, that is a command line editor which can be used to add data to a file, and then you provide the file name. When you provide the file name, after you add the vi command and you are inside the editor, you need to press I to move into the insert mode. Now I'll just add some sample data. This is a sample data. To save the file, you have to press escape colon W for saving and Q for quitting. As soon as you save this file, the data will be fed into the file. To check the content of the file, you can run cat command. So cat is a command which is used to display the content of the file. Now to make your life more easy, and if there are lots of files, so let's create more files, file 2, file 3, and so on. You can also use the command called as ls-l, which is a long listing which tells you about the file details. So first thing is the permissions on the file that we will be learning in next classes. Then you have the ownership of the user, okay. Then you have the date it was created, the time it was created, the file name, okay. The ls-l command can also be used as ll, which is long listing, and it will show you all the files those are available here. Now notice a small difference here. When you type in ls-l command, you are getting 3 files as in output, okay. But when you do ll, it is showing you all the files that are also starting with dot. So when we say a file or directory starting with dot, just like .ssh or .profile or .cache, so those are called as a hidden files in Linux. To check hidden files in Linux, you can run the command ls-a, and that shows you all the files or directories that are starting with dot, and those are called as hidden files. Now let's talk more about the basic command which can be very useful if you want to check the kernel of the system. So that the command is called as uname-a. So this is useful when you want to check about the software compatibility, the architecture, and all those kind of information, right? Also it shows you the operating system that is it is running, and then the kernel version of Linux that it is running, right? Then moving on to the next command that we are going to run is called as mkdir, so which is make directory. So we are basically creating a new directory. So what is the difference between directory and a file? File is a file is a something where you store the data, right? But directory is something which can store the files. So let's create a directory. So I'll just say mkdir directory 1. To move inside the directory, you have change directory command, which is cd. So I'll move inside the directory. Now you can check the working directory with pwd command. So it is home ubuntu directory 1, right? Now once you are inside the directory, you can create more files using the same command, touch file 2 or 1 file 2. Okay, you can do ls and check all those files are created. So based on these details, now we have learned about some basic commands, how to navigate in Linux file system, right? How to create files, how to edit files, how to move across files, right? I'll be covering each topic in details if required, and I'll let you know more details once we go through each topic, right? Now talking about checking the basic configuration of the machine. So you can do ls cpu for checking the number of cpus for this particular machine and what is a kind of cpu. So architecture is x64 and number of cpus are 1, and then cpu modes are 32-bit and 64-bit, right? If I want to check the ram, I'll just do free hyphen g to check in free hyphen g to check in gb, right? So currently it says 0 because our memory is in mb. So we have 957 megabytes of ram for this particular machine, and it is hosted on aws free tier. Alright, so these are some basic commands that are required. Now to check the processes running on the Linux box, you can run ps-ef command, and it shows you all the processes that are running on the server. And this is very useful command when you want to check what are the current processes that are running on the server, right? To check it dynamically, you can do top command. So top is a command used to check all the processes those are running on your system. It shows you the load average. We will cover the load average in details in upcoming sessions. It shows you the number of process running, the number of process those are sleeping, stopped, and zombie. So these are types of processes. That is again topic for upcoming videos. Then it shows you percent of CPU consumed, memory, and swap. It has different sections, so sometimes if there are some performance issues, you can run the top command. To exit out of this, you have to press q command, or you can press Ctrl C and you will be out of this file, right? Now moving back to the next command, if I want to check the storage, I can write df-h, which shows me all the storage details. So first thing it shows is file system, then it shows the size, how much is used, how much is available, then percent use, and where it is mounted. So this whole thing is shown by df-h command. If you dynamically want to check the storage, you can run du-csh, so disk uses, and these are the options. You run star and then it shows you how much. Currently these files are empty, so that is why the size is 0, right? As soon as you edit some file, so I'll just do vi file 1. I'll add this is small sample data. I'll save this file, escape :wq. I'll cat this file. Okay, now I'm running same command du-csh. You will see that 4 KB data has been added to the disk storage, right? So this covers the basic commands or navigation. Of course, this does not cover all the commands or a knowledge required to be a DevOps engineer, but yeah, it covers the basics. So subscribe to my channel, like my channel, and invite your friends as well who want to learn about DevOps. It motivates me to create more videos in future. Thank you all for joining. I'll see you in the next video.